Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Women in Business. This is a series where we talk to mentors or entrepreneurs to understand the business world. So let us get into a conversation with Professor Vineet Singh. So, good morning, sir. It is a pleasure to have you with us. So, could you please tell us about your life's journey and what made you choose this path exactly?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for this interview. And the thing is, myself, Vineet Singh, I did my master's, sorry, I did my master's from Triple IT Pune. And then later on, I did my master's from NUS Singapore. And prior to this, I was in an exchange program as a research scientist at Chiba University, Japan, and also to the Philippines and other South countries as well. So I just recently came back to India a year back, 2 years back to India, and I thought I should start my career as a professor. So I started my career in Oxford University, Hyderabad again. Post to which I shifted to Badruka School of Management, and there I'm a senior lecturer in the Department of Data Analytics and Digital Transformation. And right now I teach all the courses which are aligned with AI. So yeah, so this is how I started my journey. Never a plan to become a professor, but life takes a turn, and I choose to become a professor.
So, sir, as you mentioned that it was not planned for you, so as children, we also have some dreams and aspirations. What was that for you?
So basically, the thing is, when I was doing my master's, so there's one professor Professor Chakalam. So he was my supervisor. When I saw him working, so he used to not work in a typical way. So we are a kind of a scientist person who work on a research. And post to which, then I thought that no, I want to be something like this. And this is how I came into the picture. And then later on, I took my career for this as a research scientist and then do a professorship.
Uh, so there are also moments when we think that okay, this is the path when I want to follow or take forward in my life. But also then our parents let us know, our teachers, or we get to know from the society that no, this is not what the where you will really become successful, or this is not what the society demands right now. So how do we deal with those moments of doubts?
Okay, so honestly, before going outside for abroad, the same situation came to me, where my parents were like, because I'm the only, son in my family, so it was like, sending me to the foreign university and, having them back in India was a very difficult time. Society said, we don't, you should not send him because India is a great country and everything, and that's for sure. Okay, that's completely fine. But, the thing is, you need to take a stand. Okay, you know who you are. Maybe your parents know you, but better is that you know who you are. And you need to take your stand sometimes. And for that stand, you need to sometimes fight as well. So that fight needs to be done with society. And sometimes you need to make your parents or your society understand. But understanding becomes a very difficult part. But it's most important to take a stand and fight for it. Okay, because society will always see your result at the end of the day. They won't see the process, what happened in the between, and after that they will have a any judgmental thing or whatever they want to say, whether you fail, whether you pass. It's your life, you live it. Okay, so that's how I do. Okay.
Thank you, sir. And now let's talk about AI a bit. So, how do you think AI is transforming the business world right now?
Everywhere is AI, so yeah, I should say, and you should agree to it. Okay, everywhere is AI. Yeah. And two things I would like to say in the terms of businesses: AI is just to help you. AI is not to replace. Okay, it's to help you, it's to make you understand the things. Okay, because the invention of AI is to make our work easy, not to replace us by something. So when you take AI into consideration, work on it, and from a normal person, if you become a smarter person, then you know how AI works for you. So any at manager level position or tech startup companies, wherever you go, these days you require to be smarter. Okay, that's first thing. And to become smarter, you need to know AI. That's how this relation works.
So, sir, as you said this, but also, do you think that AI will ever reach a point where it can completely copy or replicate human creativity or emotional intelligence?
Yeah. So that's a very good topic because I have my research on emotional intelligence. So my emotional intelligence was from my research when I did in my master's, and in my PhD, I was mostly focused on human machine interaction and brain computer interaction as well. So if I talk about emotions, machines do understand emotions, but you need to train them the model. There will be a point where machine can understand the emotions, but that's not 100% accurate, I would say. Still, we will be the human beings and they are the machines. So the difference always lies between our emotions, and that emotions cannot be achieved by machine 100%.
Okay. So, so we see everything being has been transforming because of AI. But are there like any things that we know for sure, like we have done so much research on AI, that this will never be able to be, replicated by AI?
The good thing is, like last few months back, I saw a post on where it was showing me that let AI do the work and I want to do my. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
art is one thing which AI can't do. Okay, so art means like writing a song, writing any poems or making digital art. So whatever artist you have in yourself, that can be defined by AI in one point of time. So this is the where I'm very bad at. So
Okay. So next, as we have also seen that you have worked in geospatial intelligence analysis and geo mapping, and I'm a geography honors student myself. So there are always these gaps that the geography, especially that we have been learning in school, and now suddenly geo mapping and GQIS, all these systems are very new. How do you think we can bridge that gap, especially in Indian context?
it's QGIS.
You answer.
Okay. So the thing is, we use Uber, we use Ola, we use Zomato. Let's agree to this, okay? This all delivery services use mapping, okay? And because of this mapping, we require to have something known as geospatial mapping, which we do on QGIS again, okay, which are open source platform. So the thing is, in context to India, when it comes to geography, this is right now not a trending, I would say, department, okay, but in upcoming times, in upcoming few years, I would say down to like 2 years or 3 years, this will be a trending job line ahead, which is geospatial intelligence, also geospatial developers, and there are something known as GCCs as well, and a lot of developers are coming. Why? Because yes, India is growing very rapidly, and all of the services which are coming right now, whether it's Rapido, Uber, Ola, anything, it requires to have a location rather than starting your day, sending a location or anything. It has to have a geography, and this is how it's changing day by day and day by day. So don't worry, you're safe.
Hopefully. So what would be the advice to students who are trying to, find a job or looking forward towards a future in this, a business world, as well as applying the knowledge of geo mapping?
So better, I would say, it's all about mathematical. I would say sometimes because it's got more to do with mathematics rather than do with analytics. So there are two components, I would say. So mathematical is the one component which you fit in and you are very correct to it because uh, as the number is increasing day by day, we have a lot of data coming, and this data is very much huge data set right now. And to transform it, to export or to clean or whatever I call it, we require an economist. Okay, so to analyze the data, yeah, and to make it analytical, like to understand it more, we need persons who understand this into the core subjects, like when it comes to geospatial, we need a geospatial mapper. When it comes to business, we need analytical skills. We need a business development manager, something like this. So this is how a data is playing an important role in this case.
So, sir, as you have worked and been to NTU Singapore and Chiba University, Japan, how do you exactly see there's a difference in approach towards research or interdisciplinary research, especially in India compared to these nations?
So the thing is, it's very hassle-free operation, I would say, when it comes to Japan or Singapore. They do not have any foundations to universities or something like this. So if I want to come to Miranda House also, I need to take a permission. They don't know me, okay, but when I come inside, you know me, right? So the thing is, this is just an example, okay? Don't take it in the wrong way. So I need to have a protocol for it, right? But when it comes to education outside India, it's nothing like that. You know, whenever who crosses the path, even it's a research scientist, a colleague, a student, a scholar, whosoever it is, we know each other. They know they're working. They know they're what they're working in. So this, I would say, being judged or having small thoughts is not there outside India. And also when it comes to interdisciplinary research, it's very easy and I would say very much challenging because like friend sittings, we I used to have a lot of friends from different countries. So different countries have different opinions on one matter. So when we come together, so what is the kind of solution? What is their country doing? What is my country doing? How is, I had a lot of friends from Pakistan as well. And they are like, my country is not doing this way. And I come from India. I have people who are from Germany. They are doing very much good. So this kind of exchange becomes a very much information and useful information, I would say, when it comes to something like this.
You have received so many awards over the course of years. So what keeps you motivated and just something, is it family or personal?
So basically, I was never, till this date, I'm never a person who needs an award for anything because I know who I am. Okay, and right now I'm a very learner still. I'm not that great professor, I would say. I'm not that great person, I would say, because you are seeing it as a very great, but it's very nominal for me. I do my work, and whatever I do, I just try to make it more work for the society, like for the betterment of the society. So that's my aim. These awards have come because my work were good, and my work was recognized by different people. This is how this award came into the picture. But yeah, this is how I work in my field because I'm a tech guy, so yeah, it's very comfortable for me.
So what are your some future plans looking like? What are you looking forward to?
So basically, in forward, I would say I'm looking for something, for transforming students. Basically, I don't call them students. Sorry, in this whole video, I have used students, but I call my students as scholars because they're not students anymore. For me, they're my scholars. In my institute where I teach right now, whether it's BSN or before this, wherever I was teaching, my students are like my colleagues. So where they work on a research, they work, get their paper published, patent published, and everything. So you can see their history as well. So I want to bring this kind of surrounding between student and an education where you don't feel I'm a superior or I don't see that these are students for me. So I want that gap or that bridge to happen as soon as possible. This is what I'm trying to do.
So, sir, you have mentioned that your research was specially focused on emotional intelligence. So, a question that pops into my mind is, while developing these systems or robots or anything related to technology, the developers especially, they when you are working over the course of so many years on a particular project, you sort of have that attachment. But if the plan doesn't go as you have thought about it in your mind, there's this frustration or failure, feeling of failure. How do you think, at what level should that connection be to your project?
Okay. So research paper, have you heard this word research paper, right? So research paper is not about success research paper. So the good thing about when I was in NUS or also when I was in AIT or Chiba, the good thing was I failed three times and my that three papers got published because my results were failure results. Okay. The purpose of this research is to make people understand that this is not the correct way to go. I took these three wrong ways after also which I did not learn anything. Okay. But this three paper got published of mine saying that these are not the correct way of doing the research which I was doing on emotional intelligence. Because emotional intelligence is a very difficult and very, minute topic, I would say. So I used to get such results which were very much failure. And at the end of the day, when I graduated for my master's, entered my PhD, till this date, my topic is on emotional intelligence only. And I have been failing a lot of times. I don't know when I'll succeed in this one, but this failure is also success for me because no one has come this, this far on this topic. So this failure is also a success for me. Something.
So, as we wrap things up, sir, what would be a message that you would like to give your younger self?
Enjoy, okay, chill, and don't study hard. I would say study smart, okay, and take a stand for yourself. From this whole message, I would say, and if you feel that you're capable of something, and even the world does not stand with you, stand for yourself. So that's my whole message.
That's a beautiful note that we are ending the video on. Stand for yourself. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.